Welcome to Peace Over Drama, the podcast where real life meets real growth. I am Latrice, also known as One Unique Writer. Each week, we talk about protecting your peace and guarding your growth through self-love, synchronicities, and the lessons that help us rise above the drama. So, let's get started. Hey, family, what is going on? What is going on? Come on in. It is Latrice, also known as author One Unique Writer. Welcome to episode 38. And today, as usual, this is another episode, me with my crazy self, where I have a story to tell that is going to make you laugh and lean in, because faith really does work. And it works in funny ways too. Like when you end up laying your hands on a microwave. Yeah, you heard me right. Yeah. So have you ever prayed for something small, right? And you were just joking around, just toying around and just playing. But then God actually showed up like, yeah, I heard you. Yeah, it's crazy. So listen, I got a story for you today that is proof that faith is powerful. Even when you don't think you are being serious, or at least you aren't trying to be serious, you just playing around. That's exactly what happened to me with a microwave of all things, right? So anyway, let's just go ahead and get into it. So let me tell you what happened, right? So I had just moved. I sold a whole lot of stuff on purpose just because that's how I like to do things. Selling and getting rid of things, because we all know moving is a whole nother job, and you really don't know how much stuff you have until it is time to move. And when you move, you actually have 10 times more than what you thought you had. But this was years and years and years ago, where, now a microwave is something basic. Wherever you move, if you rent, there's always a microwave, right? Like I said, this was years ago. So I had moved and trying to keep things so simple, just get rid of as much as I can and buy everything, redecorate, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't even worrying about a darn microwave, okay? But my mama, I told her I didn't need one, didn't care to have one at the time, still trying to get acclimated or whatever. But anyway, she brought me a microwave anyway. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll use it. I go to plug the microwave in and nothing happens. No dice, nothing. DOA, just dead on arrival. First time I'm trying to use it. This is a new microwave and nothing is happening, right? So I just start playing around. I started laying hands on it and just playing. I legit was I was just joking. I was just playing like I was praying, right? But then all of a sudden, don't know why, but something told me to basically stop playing. Like, stop playing and use your power for real. Like, pray for real, girl. And I don't know why I did it, but of course, the Bible says, if you are my sheep, you know my voice. And a lot of times things happen like that, where something will tell me to do something, and before I can even really think about it, I will find myself just doing it faster than I can even think about it. So this was one of those times where it told me stop playing around, pray for real, and I just launched off into it, and I started praying for real. I prayed with intention, speaking life into the microwave. So I'm done with the prayer, and first of all, let me back up. So when I plugged the microwave in, nothing happened. There were no sounds, no buttons, no lights, no nothing, okay? So after the prayer, I test the microwave by pushing the buttons. And guess what? Lights, camera, action. Lights, buttons, ding, boom. It's alive. The microwave came to life like Lazarus, y'all. It was crazy. But okay, that's cute and everything. So the lights coming on, it's making sounds and noises and everything like that. That's cool. But we don't really know if this thing is really working. It's cute that it's lighting up and everything, but let me try this thing out. Let me get something and put it in the microwave. So that's what I did. And guess what? Put it in the microwave, took it out. The thing was hot. And so one of my siblings was standing there. This was actually my brother. He's standing there. He was standing there the whole time while I'm joking and I'm playing around. So then when he see me take, I don't even remember what it was, but I took it out. I'm like, okay, cool. It's hot. He started screaming, Mom, oh my God, man, this girl just prayed over the microwave and she fixed it. She was just playing and she fixed the microwave for real, not a microwave work. So it was crazy. But all right, so here's the thing. I definitely was not serious at first, but the moment that I decided to shift into real faith and be intentional, when I shifted into real faith, something shifted in the atmosphere. And that reminded me that sometimes God, he just wants us to recognize the power that's already inside of us. So a side note from this story is that you have power. You have the power. Okay. You have power that you are not really and truly not aware of. And so therefore you aren't using it. And then some of y'all might be aware of the power, but then you have these low self-esteem and low self-confidence moments. With the low self-esteem, you don't feel like you're worthy and this, that, and the third. But why would God give you the power? Why would he trust you with it if you aren't worthy? You know what I'm saying? And then you lack the confidence because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you can be the one to do it. You know what I'm saying? But this particular experience, hopefully this is doing something for you. Because for me, listen, that experience, it was amazing and everything like that. And definitely shocking when you think about it. But it was also a humbling experience. I don't care how many times I've prayed and laid hands on something or whatever. I don't know. That particular experience, it was funny. I mean, a darn microwave. But anyway, I was, it's pretty much like God saying, see, even in the small things, I hear you. And the thing about it is, we think we need this, we need something deep. We need a big crisis. Somebody got to be dying or something catastrophic. We think we need something that's just way over the top in order for us to call on God. But sometimes it's the little reminders like this, something that's so simple as a darn microwave. It's those little reminders that remind us to strengthen our faith. Our faith, it does not have to be stiff. Sometimes it's funny. Okay. Sometimes it can sneak up on you through the smallest and silliest experiences, like so. But God is not limited to the big stuff. That's the whole takeaway about this thing. And I get it. Sometimes we think, God or we take for granted, thinking God doesn't care about the little things. But the lesson is, stop assuming that God only cares about big issues. He cares about whatever matters to you, no matter how small you think it is. Because, come on, prayer over microwave. But the prayer really, it isn't so much about the microwave or the car or the bill or whatever it is that you're praying about. It's all about building your faith muscles, whether it is a microwave or a bill or a breakthrough or a health issue or somebody dying or something. Your prayer has power, and what you say, it does matter. And also, just a little side note, my book, 70 Ways to Hear God, it even reminds us that God speaks through everyday life and little simple examples, just like this one about the microwave. You know, our faith, it works in ordinary moments, and it also works in those moments that grow us for the extraordinary. Our faith can work for us in the small things. It can work for us in the big things. So here is your peace practice for this week. Do not dismiss the small stuff. Pray over it. Invite God into it. Take it seriously. Take your power seriously. Get your self-esteem and your self-confidence up if you are one of those people where you feel like you aren't worthy. You feel like you done jacked up so much, or you, for some reason, you just can't seem to believe in yourself. But take it seriously, and then just really pay attention. Be intentional about this stuff, and watch how even the funny little prayers remind you of your own authority. Because again, it's not even so much about trying to get God to move, but when those things do happen and shift and move around, it will be an amazing reminder to you about your own authority. Okay? So notice how even those small wins remind you that your voice, your faith, and your authority are real. And they do matter. They matter, like for real. And when you trust your power in even silly things like an air microwave, you keep your peace. And the stress you would have had, the stress loses. The drama loses. Whatever crazy way you would have acted, whatever anger issues, the frustration you would have went through, all of that stuff, it gets to lose. Because you've got a reminder that faith works anywhere, anytime, and on anything. And peace is not just about us staying calm during chaos. It's about remembering our power, even in the small stuff. Because when you can remember that you have the power, that can help you to stay calm. And when you are calm, you are more likely to be in a state of peace rather than being dramatic and being extra. And that's the type of stuff that keeps you from stressing over drama. So this is another way to minimize the stress, minimize and hopefully eliminate any possible drama, you know? And so anyway, here's an affirmation for the people who love affirmations. My prayers have power. My faith works everywhere. My peace is protected. Okay? So that's it for today's episode of Peace Over Drama, about the day that I prayed a microwave back to life. And just let that be a reminder that nothing is too small for God to care about, and nothing is too small for you to use your faith on it. So keep using your voice, keep trusting your authority, and keep choosing peace over drama. So thanks for being here for episode 38. If this resonated, share it with someone who needs a reminder that even small faith makes a big impact. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and grab my book, 70 Ways to Hear God. There's a link in the show notes. And until next time, protect your peace, guard your growth, and keep choosing peace. Thanks for tuning in to Peace Over Drama. I am Latrice, also known as One Unique Writer. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, subscribe, and connect with me at One Unique Writer on all platforms. Remember, peace first, drama never, growth always. Until next time, keep choosing